Daniel Bates is the principal oboe of the Irish Chamber Orchestra, and he needs no introduction to anyone who's followed the orchestra over the last few years. Dan, hello, how are you today?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Lovely sunny day here.
Excellent, very good to hear that. Now, you're learning Jörg Widmann's oboe concerto to perform it in Limerick and in the Birr Festival. Before we talk about Jörg's concerto specifically, I wonder how you feel about playing a concerto with the Irish Chamber Orchestra.
Well, I was lucky enough to do it once before, years and years ago, and it's a unique experience because will be playing a solo part with people that I really love and respect. I've been in the orchestra now for over a decade, and it has a very family feel. It's a very kind of informal, very supportive atmosphere. So while in other orchestras I might sort of be waltzing in and waltzing out, doing my little solo spot, and that'll be it. In this concert, it's going to feel a lot more like a collaboration with everyone that's there on stage. I'm also going to be playing in the orchestra for the rest of the program, so it's really me stepping out of the orchestra to play a solo part rather than arriving as some grand diva soloist. And yeah, what I enjoyed the last time I played a concerto with the orchestra was being able to almost literally turn round and play with the other members of the orchestra as if it's sort of chamber music, because that's something that the ICO really excels at too.
And can you tell me something about Jörg's music and what's it been like learning it? I guess it's really difficult.
It's horrendous. I suppose a politer way of saying it is.
No, wait. Just before, what? It's horrendous. It's horrendous music, or is it just horrendously difficult?
It's horrendously difficult. I suppose a politer way of putting that would be to say that it's challenging. It's by far the most challenging piece I have ever played. I mean, part of my process normally is to panic myself about things, which motivates me to practice and work hard in preparation for them. And then when I arrive there to play this music on the day, it's sort of, oh, this isn't so bad. What was I worrying about? Because I've done the preparation. With this piece, I can guarantee you that I will get to the concert on the day and still be bricking it. It's terrifying. He goes from the notes that people don't think an oboe can play, and honestly, notes an oboe shouldn't be able to play, so high only a dog can hear them, to the lowest note on the oboe, which is incredibly difficult because the way that the embouchure works, you have to be in a certain position, as you can imagine, to squeeze out the top notes, and then you've got to be very loose and relaxed to play the bottom notes. So that's in itself, it's massively technically challenging. It is actually for the whole orchestra, it's not just for me. This is a common thread in Jörg's works. So I went all German. I'm learning German on Duolingo, partly in preparation for this performance. So so I went a bit Germanic there. This is a common thread in Jörg's works, I was saying, because he writes extreme things for all his musicians, challenging them in ways that you wouldn't think even possible. So it's incredibly difficult.
Now, this is a really special concert for the Irish Chamber Orchestra, as it's Jörg's last one as principal conductor with the orchestra. I wonder, is this a good moment? Could you take some time to share some of your thoughts and reflections about his time with the orchestra? And what does it mean to you personally to be playing a concerto in this concert?
I mean, honestly, I sort of thinking about it makes me want to cry, really, because it's been such a special thing to share with, with Jörg and the orchestra. He's such an amazing person. He's been so kind and so generous, and has shared so much with all of us as a group and individually, that it'll be a very sad but very happy occasion, because we've been through so much together, all of us, but also a kind of very celebratory, because because it's been so wonderful. He's the most amazing person I know, I think. Honestly, don't tell him that. He's incredibly talented, like a genius, honestly, of Mozart level. I know that sounds really kind of trite, but it's true. And someone with that intelligence and that talent that's also so human and so kind, I think is just been amazing for us. And I think we've grown as an orchestra immeasurably under his guidance and his care.
Dan, thank you so much for sharing that with us today. I can't really top that, can I? So all I can say is I'm really very much looking forward to the concert, and indeed looking forward to hear you play Jörg Widmann's Oboe Concerto.